if you go over to the view, the algebra view, this poly 1, that's the area of that square. We need that triangle. So we're going to go to the polygon tool, make a triangle right here. It's called poly 2. And the sketch he has, this is not shaded, so I'm going to not show that object. And just connect these with segments. Okay. So we want to make a point. Let's call it P. And in GeoGebra, points are named with uppercase letters. P is going to be our point. And the x-coordinate actually is the length of EA, which is segment G. And then the y value is going to be the area of this triangle, which is poly 2. If I do that and hit enter, you'll notice there's the point there. And if I drag on this, oops, see how that point changes? That's basically what we want. That's the show plotted point feature. Now, show measurements just shows the EA and the area, and we can do that. Okay. No problem. So we'll just touch on these features a little bit. If I want to create those measurements here on the screen, I can enter some text. What we want to do actually is show the area of that triangle. I'll just type it in here. Area, about triangle area. And you separate text from numerical values using this plus symbol. So we want to print out poly 2. What that does is, this is dynamic text. As we drag this point, that triangle area changes. That's exactly what we want. And then we also want EA in here. So you go here, back to text, and then let's just say EA. Now EA, that's actually segment G, so I type plus G. This is also dynamic text. Now in his sketch, he created a checkbox to hide or show this. So if I go here, see it says checkbox to show and hide objects. So I'm gonna create a caption on the screen. I have a little checkbox, and it'll say show measurements. And when I click on this checkbox, I want this text 1 to appear. I want this text 2 to appear. So when I actually click on this checkbox, these measurements show only when that box is clicked. So that's sort of how it works. Now if we wanted to hide the plotted point, we'd go back here again, and this time let's call our caption show plotted point, and then click on this. So now when I click on this one, that shows or has that plotted point. I'm going to plot a third point to control the trace. So let's call this cube. And once again, we're going to use G, comma, poly 2. Okay, except this one, I'm going to turn the trace of this one on. So that's a point called Q. And so when I drag on drag me now, see how that one gets traced. We're going to control this, whether that's visible or not, with another checkbox. How about show trace? And that's going to control whether Q is visible or not. So at this point I can probably hide the algebra view. I'll move these checkboxes up a bit. Now if you want with the checkboxes, if you go to Object Properties, and those are all Boolean values, and we can fix the location of the checkboxes. So now that'll show the measurements. Let's move these over. You can hide those. You can show the plotted point. You can show the trace. There you go. That's basically how to construct the graph.